Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. We have a new hope for cryptocurrency and the markets together. The Russian war might actually end in catastrophic fashion for Russia if some of these updates are to be believed. Now, this is pure speculation. Well, some of it's not speculation. We know that the mighty Putin has announced a partial mobilization. It is no longer, people, no longer a special military operation. When you do partial mobilization, it is war. But guess what? The Russian people aren't having it. They don't want this war. But because Putin's like supreme dictator, they really can't stand up to Putin, so they're running away. Also, Russia might be able to call up troops, but it cannot support or train them. And you know, when you forcibly conscript troops that are basically active protesters, besides, that's actually what they're doing. They actually conscripted those active protesters into the Russian military. Do you think they're going to fight for your country? No. They will probably defect or run away the first chance they get. Not exactly the best troops you can get. And Russia is trying to get more troops pretty desperately. They've summoned up something like 300,000 more troops that are in the reserves, plus conscripting the active protesters, which really aren't that great of troops. But the day after Vladimir Putin announced a partial mobilization, you can see long lines of cars wanting out of Russia at their land borders. Of course, not everyone wants to go out. And I mean, not everyone has the means to go out, but there are also huge demand for flights out of Moscow to other countries. And it doesn't really even matter where. It's anywhere that's not in Russia. Basically, there were giant queues of cars at border crossings from Russia to Kazakhstan, Georgia, and Mongolia. And even like these are social media videos. One video showed dozens of vehicles lining up the Zemo-Larsy Verkinsky Lars checkpoint on the Georgia-Russia border overnight Wednesday. The line appears to have grown longer Thursday. One video showed a long queue stretching into the mountains behind the crossing, with a man commenting that it was 5 to 6 kilometers long. So essentially, after this partial mobilization announcement, everyone wants to get the hell out of Russia. No one wants to fight Vladimir Putin's war. This is different from World War II and Stalin, because in World War II, there were actually Nazis physically invading the Russian homeland. There is no one invading the Russian homeland this time. So people are not really all that willing to go up and fight Putin's war. The army is fairly demoralized. They've lost a lot of territory since the Ukrainian offensive. They're desperately trying to get more troops, and there is definitely internal unrest because of Putin's partial mobilization. Now, so things for Russia are pretty much falling apart. Now, we'll have to see what the winter actually brings. I don't think it's possible that Ukraine reclaims Crimea. I kind of hope they do, but I don't think that's possible. But I think there is a chance they get back Donbass and Luhansk. And the thing is, Putin's regime might actually be suffering some shocks back at home. And if they have trouble there, that could be the end of the Russian war. And if it's the end of the Russian war, we definitely could see the supply chain lines basically opening back up, and we can see inflation coming down. So that is one hope that the war will actually end soon, result in some kind of Ukrainian victory, or at least some kind of ceasefire, and the market returns to normal. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button, and I will see you guys later.